What's going on, guys? And today I have a little testing video. Um, so I've been debating to do this, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it out and see how it works, how you guys like this video. Doing a deck profile of Melodious. Melodious, it's a pretty fun deck for me. I'm not into competitive battling, but I've been playing with this deck for about a year now, and I have fun with it. I play with my friends with this deck, and they seem to hate it sometimes, and sometimes they love it because they beat it, and sometimes they just don't. They don't beat it at all. But yeah, this deck is. I'm in love with this deck. I love how it is. You know, I change some cards in it here and there, and I can't keep with this. With this self. But I'm gonna show you what I have in this deck so far. Um, so yeah, so let's get on with the deck profile. So I run with 2 effect Bailers and 1 Summoner Monk. With this deck, the Melodious monsters, their effect activates when they're special summoned. So with Summoner Monk, I run with 1. Basically you change defense mode, discard 1 spell card, and you can spell summon a monster from your deck. And I'll get to that in just a bit. And then have 1 Honest and then 1 Score. Score is like almost similar to Honest. With Score's ability, during damage calculation, you can discard this card from your hand to the graveyard, and you can change your opponent's monster's attack from attack and defense to 0. And then, if you have a Melodious monster on the field already, and this is like your Cyber Dragon, run 2 cannons. You can supposed to summon her if you have a Melodious monster from your hand to the field, and with her other effect is you can change one of your monster's battle position. And then I run 2 Serenade. With Serenade, basically this it can be treated as 2 tributes for a tribute summon of a fairy type monster. After you spell summon her, you on the field you can normally summon 1 Melodious monster during your main phase. So an additional summoning. So with her, with the Melodious monsters, they're not really high in attack, and there's like a few maybe two high level monsters besides Elegy. With her, spell summon Melodious monsters cannot be targeted. Okay, cannot be destroyed by card effects. This helps, and she boosts their attack by 300. And I run 3 Arias, and this is like one of my main cards in my deck. With her, I like to call her Aria Grande because she almost looks like her. Well, the name. But while this spell summon card is on the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or be destroyed by battle. So that's why I run 3 of her. She's like your Spirit Reaper or Marshmallow, and she works really well, and I love it. She helped me out a lot in some duels. And I run 3 Sopranos. So with her, which is pretty cool, she's your polymerization. Read her effect. When this card is spelled summon, you can target 1 Melodious monster in your graveyard except Soprano and add it to your hand. You can only use this effect as Soprano Melodious monsters once per turn. Once per turn, you can choose summon 1 Melodious monsters from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials, including this card. So with her, if you add it to your your from your graveyard to your hand, you can either summon Cannon or I usually summon Arya. So this kind of combo works pretty well. And if you want to fuse summon a Melodious monster from your extra deck, I use these 2, or I try to keep Arya on the field, which helps me protect from high level monsters against your opponent. With the Melodious, they're not. It's not a top tier deck, and there's a lot of good decks out there that I try to use this against, and I get lucky sometimes. I run 3 solos. With her, if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monster, you can summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed at battle and sent to your graveyard, you can spell summon 1 Melodious monster from your deck except solo Melodious Songstress. So it's almost like Canyon, and she works really well. So like when she gets destroyed, it doesn't say specifically the monster set from Melodious, and that's why I have 2 Chopina, Maestra, or you can use Mozera. With her effect, Mozera is that once per turn you can spell summon one light fairy type monster from your hand. You cannot spell summon other monsters the turn you activate this effect except for light monsters. So there's a lot of different strategies. With Melodious. If you want to use her with her effect, I usually go with either with Solo or Arya. Yeah, Arya's like my main target, and she helps me out a lot, and so that's why I try to get her on the field right away. And it turns out great. Get a great duel, and then hopefully I can win. So like I said with spell summoning, I have some good cards and spell cards. I have 3 first movement solo. Um, if you control no monsters in the field, you can use this card to spell summon one Melodious monster from your deck, as but you can't spell summon except for Melodious monsters themselves. And then I use 2 photon leads, 1 pianissimo. Sorry, you can see that damn light. And then I have 2 MSTs. No twin twisters. Don't have any twin twisters. I have a lot of MSTs, and especially this nice cool ghost gold rare. 1 poly because I have a soprano, so I use 1. I tried 2, but then I knocked down to 1 because I getting dead draws a lot, and then 1 Regeki. And for the track cards, I run 3 Melodious Illusion. With this effect, when you activate it, you just gotta be careful because if you have Arya on the field, you can't target your Melodious monster. That's one bad thing about this strategy right here. So make sure she's not supposed to or use her diffusion summon. And then with this effect that you target one Melodious monster you control, this turn that face-up monster you control is unaffected by your opponent's spell trap effects, and it can make a second attack during each battle phase. So yeah, so you just gotta be careful with Arya on the field, and if you have her on the field, you can't really use that trap card. And then have 1 Call of the Haunted, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, Solo Warning, 2 Malevolent Catastrophe. Can't even speak right now. Merit Force, and 1 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. I love this trap card. It's like a troll. Some people don't expect this card. Alright, for the extra deck. So I have 2 Suberta. With her effect, when she's fusion summoned, you can once on her effect can be used once she's fusion summoned. You can target up to 3 cards in either player's graveyard, and you can banish those 3, and she gains, I believe, 200 attack for 200 attack for each card. So this kind of boosts her per attack, which is attack is 24 and defense is 2,000. And as well as yeah, I have her, and then I try to do a strategy with this trap card to have her attack an additional second time. And then from the Shining Victories, I pull this Bloom Prima the Melodious Choir. So with her is you need 1 Melodious monster and Maestra, and plus 1 or more Melodious monsters. This card gains 300 attack for each fusion material. And this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this fusion summon is card sent to your graveyard, you can target 1 Melodious monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. So if you do 1 Maestra and then 3 extra Melodious monsters, that's basically what, 900 to 1200 extra attack, and attack second time in the battle phase. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then the last fusion card I use is this goddess right here. She's just like a godlike card to me, in my opinion. She's pretty beast. Let's look at her effect. Cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Also, you can take no battle damage from attacks involving this card. If this card battles a spell summon monster after damage calculation, you can inflict damage to your opponents equal to the difference between the original attack and attack of that opponent's monster and this card, and if you do destroy that opponent's monster. Yeah, so she's like a goddess. This little girl right here, she's just freaking awesome. This is Arya and her is like my main cards in this deck, and once I have that, my friends get pretty scared and like, what the hell's going on? Why is that? So yeah. And then for the Xyz, I have Gaga Samurai, Abyss Dweller, and Gaga Cowboy, and as well as Dark Rebellion XE Drag. So yeah. Sorry, I was a little nervous. Going through this, and hopefully in the future I'll post more. If you guys do enjoy it, I'll post more. So yeah, if you have any suggestions for this deck you want me to take out and try it, add different cards to use, leave a comment down below. I also have a personal deck that I like to use as well as I call my Malefic deck, and I'll do a video of that sometime if this video gets good reviews from you guys. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I do Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh pack opening, and I'll see you guys next time. These out.